Hi, my name is Hannah Schultz, and I will be speaking on why I think college athletes should not be paid. In my last speech, I discussed my opinion on college athletics and them not being paid, and on this speech, I will further my discussion and my opinion on why I think they should not be paid. I think college athletes should not be paid because college athletics, playing a college sport is not a job. There is no fair way to pay the athletes, and I honestly just don't think that it would be possible to pay the athletes because there's too many questions to think about when it comes to paying them. My main points for this speech will be paying college athletes is not fair. There is no fair way to pay them. There's too many questions to think about when it comes to paying the athletes. And the athletes know that when they sign the letter of intent, they will not get paid. So it's not like it's a surprise to them. My first main point, why there is no fair way to pay college athletes, is from an article from ESPN called "Pay for Play Isn't the Answer for College Athletics." So basically, there is no fair way to pay the athletes. You have to think about the basketball team getting paid more than the football team, or what sports are getting paid. You have to think about a payment for are you going to pay every school, team player, you have to think about how you're going to pay them, and there is no way to pay all of the teams that play college sports, all of the players that play the college sports, all the schools that are involved in collegiate sports. There's no fair way to pay it, to make it possible to pay all of them. My second main point is the athletes know that when they sign the letter of intent that they will not get paid. So the letter of intent specifies that, or when they declare that they're going to get the scholarship, the letter of intent specifies that you're going to play that college sport without getting paid and all kinds of other stuff. But most importantly, that the athlete knows that when they sign the letter of intent, they're playing the sport without a salary. Their job for the school is for the school to make money off of his or her efforts that they put into the sport. Like if they're good, then that school gets more money because that player is doing good for the school. And then my last main point is about that there's too many questions to think about when it comes to paying college athletes. You have to think about what kinds of teams would get paid. Would it be the basketball team, or the football team, or the cheerleading team, or the rugby team, or the rowing team, or the lacrosse team? There's too many teams to think about that would get paid. Also, what if your football team stinks and your basketball team is good, or your basketball team stinks and your football team is good? You have to think about the different pay that you would pay them. Also, should a senior be valued over a freshman because the senior has been there for longer? But what if the freshman is better than the senior? There's too many questions. Another question is that should a running back or a quarterback be valued more over a lineman or a kicker because the quarterback and the running back make more plays, or more popular than a lineman that nobody really knows that lineman's name, or the kicker's name because nobody really knows that kicker's name because everybody else knows about the running back because he did this on Saturday night's game, or the quarterback was just so good because he threw that awesome pass. Nobody really talks about the lineman who blocked that one guy for that one play, or the kicker who made that one goal for the one field goal for that one game. I mean, there's just too many questions to think about. Overall, college athletes should not be paid. There really isn't a way to win this debate because there's too many things to think about when it comes to paying the athletes. There's too many things to think about when it comes to paying the athletes. There's not a fair way to pay them, and the athletes know that when they sign the letter of intent that they are playing the sport not to get paid. So basically, there isn't really a way to win this debate. Thank you for listening to my speech.